You got to know when you beat sometimes. I'm beat this morning. Wasn't a strong start, and then just that little kick after the low level just knifed me. G'day and welcome to Running Australia. This is episode 17 and I'm in Katherine in the Northern Territory today. I'm at the thermal springs. Could you work that out? Water comes out of the ground here at about 30 degrees, I think. It's beautiful temperature, and early in the morning, nothing better than jumping in the water like this fella and enjoying a swim. But that's not our mission today. Our mission is to run. I'm just going to go trot around the river, see what that's like. Just a couple of segments, both about 1 kilometre long, around 350 mark, so achievable, but stout for an early morning. And should be a good one. So, you ready? Let's go running. So where we are right now is right up above the Katherine River. It's like just down there in that gorge. That river will flood each wet season, and here we're about 20 metres up above the river itself. I think their biggest flood not only came up over this huge levee bank, but there's about 2 metres of water going through into town as well. It's huge. I'm just going to warm up and go back and take on that segment. You know, those days you hit the trail for the very first half K or something like that, and you're just like, oh, it's just not going to be happening today. But got to try. I'm only in Katherine this morning, so if I don't have a crack at these KOMs now, there will certainly be no course record. These houses here are all up on stilts. Clearly want to make sure they've got at least a couple of extra metres of clearance when those floods come. Because one thing's for sure, the river is there. The river will flood. You better be ready. Just did an episode of my vlog, episode 100, dedicated to my grandmother-in-law, who would have turned 100 on the day it was filmed. How's that for coincidence? But episode 100 was about precautions, just taking sensible precautions. It's also about Crocs. It was all about Crocs. Oh, that's hard. It's the first thing in the morning. You can see, it's like it's burned out here. And can smell it in the last 300 to 400 metres. In fact, there's still some smoulder going on. It's just like not what you want when you're desperate for oxygen and all you've got is smoke. We'll see at the end how we did on that segment while I'm waiting for coffee. Okay, ready? Let's keep running. Wow, this is it. Katherine River. Holy moly. It's beautiful, wow. This is segment 2 now. I'm here, I'm going to give it a crack. 4:36 for 1K, 1.1. So doable, but after an earlier crack. We'll see how tough this really is. Kind of up until I'm beyond level there. Segment starts right here. Fun, let's go do it. You got to know when you beat sometimes. I haven't beat this morning. Wasn't a strong start, and then yeah, just that little kick after the low level just knifed me. That's cute. Oh, I shouldn't say cute. That's profound, moving. I was never a dog person, you know. I grew up with cats. I fucking hated dogs until a couple of years ago. And we discovered that there was a bad person living in the house behind our house. And we had to decide whether or not we wanted to stay or go, and we stayed, but on the proviso that we bought a dog. And you know what, within the first 10 minutes of having Pixie, I was like, okay, I understand dog people. How's that for a good peach? He'll cross the road away from your house in order to take a dump in the bush. Oh, that's exquisite training. There's all these holes on the ground. They could be rabbit holes. The problem with rabbit holes is snakes like rabbits. Snake might have gone in for the night looking for a feed and curled up to be nice and comfy, warm for the night, only to get woken up by some brute running by. Oh, or not running. I'm cooked. My legs are absolutely smashed. All right, so help me out down in the comments. What's your best tip for keeping on going on a day where you have no mojo? Hit me up. I need help. Technique stuff, right? Mindset stuff is good, but technique, up the pace a bit. Look at these flood markers. 19 metres, 18 metres, 17 metres. That's a big flood, 19 metres. Comes all the way up here. Bridge over the Katherine River. Let's have a look. That's looking to the west. And then over here, we're looking to the east. Very pretty. So the bridge was built in 1924, started and finished in 1925. Would carry trains across. And of course, trains carrying all sorts of goods, cattle, supplies, passengers. Oh. All right, we're heading back now. Next stop is coffee. Oh man, so coffee is on order. It's a fairly large queue, but I'm desperate. Time check, actually managed to get the first course record. Awesome, did that in, oh God, what was it? Can't even remember now, but link down below to this run on Strava, a bit over 10 Ks, one course record, awesome. Got that by about 4 seconds actually. I think it was 3:44 compared to 3:48. And then over the other side, running back up the river, I think I ran 4:52 compared to 4:36 KOM. So, you know, if it was a better day, had better legs, would have snagged the double. But that's what happens when we go running, isn't it? Some days you win, some days you don't win. Some days you kind of win. It's all just about being out here and enjoying.